Hello and welcome to Friday's Intention. Okay, I'm getting a message on my screen saying this might not be fully recorded. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to go ahead anyways. Okay, end of the week. Maybe reflect on all the good small things that happened to you this week. Maybe you drove up to a parking meter that still had some time on it. Maybe somebody was kind enough to open a door for you. Or you got home and supper was already waiting for you on the table. Or maybe you just found something you were looking for quite easily. Anything. Just take all the little small things. Maybe that the snow was easy to shovel, or so many things to be grateful for. Just the small things is what we overlook. And those end up being the biggest portions of our lives. So don't forget the little things. That's today's message. Okay, so we're going to create some reality together here. So if you could find a place to sit or lie down for about 30 minutes or so, your eyes closed, not be disturbed, that would be really great. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths as always. Start with a big breath in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I'd like you to breathe in as full as you can, starting with your lower belly and your upper abdomen and your lower rib cage, expanding outwards towards the back. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for our last breath, if you could focus on breathing light directly into your heart, and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. And now we're going to turn our focus onto the body, make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most wonderful, loyal friends and servants that just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And if you can, feel your energy now leaving your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And then we're going to move to the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees, and we feel everything relax. And every body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to just allow to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, just a wonderful efficiency. Then into the upper legs, the buttocks, the pelvic area, the hips. Feel everything loosen. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. Then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything that you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Maybe they can. And then we drop down into the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. We feel all of our facial muscles melting into a pool of perfect relaxation. See if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our thoughts. We're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite our minds to have a virtual seat on the couch now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us slow them down and release them. We'll start with the element of fire, a beautiful element for this job, as it naturally burns up anything that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And you can see the sun as the element of fire. Perhaps you can picture yourself standing in full sunlight, feeling the heat of it against your skin. And then we'll call in the element of water. Another perfect element for this job is water naturally retains memory in each drop. And so maybe we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. We feel it and see it detaching all of those patterns and negative thoughts that we have, all the old traumas from our bodies. You can actually see them detach and watch them as they float downstream. And then we ask the element of air for its gift. You feel the wind or the breeze against your bare skin. Maybe some goosebumps are coming up. And its specialty is to pull away all of our stories that we tell ourselves, all of our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And finally, we'll call upon the earth with her magnetic properties to pull away and stick to her any heaviness or burdens that we're still carrying. Trusting her to transform those energies into higher frequencies, more akin to seeds sprouting into new life. Now, thoughts have this wicked way of kidnapping us and taking us away on these wild rides. It happens all the time to all of us. And so what we can do is when we catch it, when we realize what has happened, just gently bring ourselves back to the present moment and what we're doing, back to our breath. And sometimes it's just a matter of continually bringing ourselves back with this practice, and eventually we find that we're able to stay in this beautiful, perfect, generous moment more often. We get pulled away and out of it less. So now let's take a journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where our heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So try to feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience and sense the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you're gliding down those staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead, envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps even a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door, it cracks open a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical bodies that we're used to, and more towards our energetic or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands right now inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that light stream right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So right now, I'd like you to go ahead and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies, they're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to open up and experience this vitality right now. Receive this healing. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are coursing through my entire being right now, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then include your community, and then stretch it out for the entire world. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the frequency out. And now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. Then maybe to travel around once in a while, if we'd like. most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions or our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each also have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the ecosystems of Earth. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this all as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in art, in laughing, in play. I can see us all at a big outdoor music festival, simply rejoicing together, feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. Now I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody's awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. something wonderful happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to be transformed in the atmosphere into the higher resonance frequencies that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion, sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's just so easy to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, maybe you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive. Or you're out for a ski on the mount with your dog, enjoying the forest serenity. Maybe you're having a laugh with your buddies somewhere, or you're creating something marvelous and new in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your beautiful reality, I want you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty surrounding you and drink it in. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty. Just drink it in. You can marvel in it. Try to sense this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to just spend a little time connecting with gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and love and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'd like you to take your entire creation of reality and build it up as an energy ball now in your center, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy, and then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that frequency with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy ball and send it out. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing energy. Good job. I can just feel the concentric rings of energy encircling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the world in this beautiful frequency of love, peace, prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too, really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time with a single conscious breath of intention. That's why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on demand, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't even have to practice at this anymore or put any effort into it. We'll just become natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitude. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. If you've been doing these intentions for a little while and have a good grip on your whole creation of reality, then try the single conscious breaths of intention as you go out throughout your days, the next few weeks. Anytime you get a few seconds, you're brushing your teeth, or you're cooking supper, or you're standing in line. And I want you to just notice what kind of shifts happen for you in your life. What kind of synchronicities do you find happening? Play with it. Be curious. So I'll leave you with that fun, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the next intention. Have a great day.